getting a monastery down. That's a fast monastery. I like seeing that. Then you're in for a rude awakening. These monks need to retreat. They're just kind of healing each other in a circle. That's cool, I guess. We gotta grab up these sheep while we can. Hey everyone. Glad you're tuning back in. We've got some more Age of Empires here, more 2v2 ranked. And we're done with our placement matches. We are currently placed in Gold 3. I think that's a little low for us, considering that we're Diamond 1, Platinum 3 in 1v1 ranked. So I think we're going to be taking on some fairly easier opponents for a little bit here. But who knows? You never know what you might find in these silver and gold tier players. We're actually playing with a bunch of silvers. I particularly enjoy one of our opponents named Silver, the best color. We've also got Strategic Master playing as the French. So our opponents are French and English. That's going to be, that's already pretty intimidating. That's a scary amount of aggression that we might see in the feudal age. And I'm playing as the Abbasid with my ally Zulu, who is playing as the English. Zulu's aging up. Looks like we're getting the council hall. And my ally is in a rough position against the English and the French, because if the French and English player push with knights and man-at-arms, that is so much armor. If that were the case, we would need spearmen and probably support from my camel archers, and his council hall would be effectively useless because these longbowmen just would not be doing enough. Just not really punching through. I'm going to age up with the economic wing, get that fresh foodstuffs upgrade to make my villagers a little cheaper. We're also watching the School of Cavalry for where that first Royal Knight is going to go. Ally tried to kind of body block over here with his scout, but wasn't very successful. Oh, and now we're hearing, yep, there's that first Royal Knight. I was just kind of trying to delay it with my scout. Looks like we were successful. English player, we should be seeing a lot more folks on lumber if he was going for the big longbowman push. So maybe it's going to be a little delayed. We'll see. Now we're seeing that first Royal Knight come in. Best thing that can happen here is that we just don't lose 2-3 villagers. That would really make the knights pay for themselves. And it looks like my ally is choosing to just gather up sheep, get down the barracks. We've actually already got our barracks down. We already upgraded our spearmen to hardened. And we even brought a spearman over to his base because I just saw that he was kind of lagging behind in the barracks and spearman production. But smart walls from my ally, and it's not like his production or his resource gathering is all that spread out. He's pretty much got just the villagers gathering sheep under the town center, the lumber line, and this gold right here. And honestly, the best thing that we're doing here is keeping a scout alive and patrolling, keeping an eye on the Royal Knights. It's always the surprise attacks from the Royal Knights that are painful. And I bring a horseman in for a counterattack, but the French player is actually just rallying Royal Knights to the front of his base rather than the back of ours. So we're watching these knights kind of circle around, and we're still not seeing anything from our English opponent. Although I just saw some extra arrows there, I think. I think that was some longbowmen taking shots. We're just going to continually pump horsemen and spearmen as appropriate. Here come those Royal Knights again, but man, ally is being really good about scouting with this scout here. Oof, that hurts, but look at that. Now the spearmen are getting involved. Really like seeing that. So it looks like my ally not going to crumble to this French harassment. And seeing the slow gold buildup, I think my ally might just be going for a castle age. Maybe into the king's palace. Me, I'm going to start gathering up stone because I haven't seen the longbowman attack Haven't really seen more Royal Knights coming our way. So there's no need to just go overboard with military units. I mean, I am pumping out a few just because we're a little blind at this point. But yeah, we're sending villagers over to chop. We'll take these deer. And yeah, looking good. You can see both the English players, Zulu and silver is the best color, really rushing to that castle age. Not sure what my ally spent some of his resources on, or if maybe he just hasn't really gathered up as much, because it looks like, yeah, this English opponent really went for maybe a wheelbarrow opening. Looks like my ally went for it as well. Also got survival techniques. That's interesting. Really should come out and gather these deer if possible. Although with these French knights running around, maybe not the best idea. Looks like English silver is the best color. They're going to age up soon. We are sending our horsemen out to try and peck at these palisade walls that they've put up. They've pretty much walled the whole elevated plateau here. So sort of their united home base here. Looks like they are they're gathered up here. They're just going to turtle up, not let us see what their army composition is, but we'll peck away at these palisade walls just to see what they respond with. Maybe we can get a little army preview. Allies a little heavy in gold. Probably should focus a bit more on food. Would love to see these deer start to be gathered, but it looks like, yeah, they're just gathering up the last of their sheep. We should be getting down a second town center soon. I would really like to see that. We've got the stone for it. We just don't have the wood. Probably because we've spent some on these walls over here. Just a few longbowmen shooting at my horsemen. Nothing I'm too worried about. We saw something over here. I'm not sure what that was. Let's see. Looks like my ally, yep, walling off a bit here. This is just the scary part. This is the scary part. For them, they've completely walled up. Looks like English opponent makes it to the castle age, and we should see the French opponent aging up as well. My ally is aging up as well with the King's Palace. Figured that'd be the move. And I like the placement next to this big gold vein and kind of near the front of the base. It's kind of risky since it's only got 2,500, but it'll give the network of castles bonus, and it's giving good vision as well. We're going to try and see what we can pull forward here. The problem is I don't have any archers, so if he brings villagers over to repair it, won't be much we can do. And here come the knights. These units are dead. Not much we can do here. Here come the villagers to repair. That's annoying. Though I think my spearmen and horsemen have range enough to attack these villagers. I think I give them an order to kill the villagers that are repairing the wall here. Don't forget that, yeah, your melee units have a little bit of range. So you see they're actually stabbing through the walls here. And it looks like I've got his attention. He's okay, he's trying to deal with my horsemen over here with this villager, but we can just stab at him with our horsemen. That's good. Hopefully we can get a kill here. Would love to see that first villager kill. There it is. Yep, here are those villagers, and now we're getting attacked by all those arrows. We'll back off. And amazingly, he actually sent his longbowman out onto the field, and they're fighting my horseman here, which is not good. He is not having a fun time here. He does have +1 attack on these longbowmen, so he's dealing good damage. This little shoot and scoot maneuver here is the way to do it. Problem is, this horseman is so damaging to them. Every stab from the horseman is really painful. Would love to see these horsemen get involved, but instead it looks like we're attacking this palisade wall. Ally looks like he had a run-in with the French player. With this many spearmen, I'm sure he did all right. We've only seen knights from the French opponent. Yeah, looks like, yep, he was engaging with these royal knights here. Maybe we can trap them, but it's really hard to chase down and kill these knights. French player makes it to the castle age. We are aging up ourselves. We're going to go culture wing and try to get that preservation of knowledge. And I like seeing this, 2 markets going on the far side of the map. We can just rally them to this neutral market over here. Good, we're grabbing up the berries that we walled off. That's what we want to see. Anything to delay that farm transition. And there's that third town center coming down. We've realized, hey, it's going to be a long game if our opponents are just going to wall up like this. So let's see what we can do. And I thought we could maybe get a little foothold out on the map with this outpost and mill, but now we're seeing man-at-arms and veteran longbowmen coming forward. Remember, English player made it to the Castle Age first, so we're seeing a lot of Castle Age units, these veteran longbowmen. We can get on top of them with our horsemen. That's really good. Problem is we don't have Castle Age units to deal with the man-at-arms just yet. We can make camel archers. They do okay, but really we're just getting destroyed by these +1 longbowmen. We can back away though. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Don't want that happening. Okay. But his army's kind of trapped here. He's probably going to try and come forward. I've got these villagers here. Definitely need to retreat them. They're going to get caught in the crossfire. And there's a camel archer. I really need my ally to support me, and he is. Look at that. He's even got some crossbowmen coming in. There's the veteran longbowman, and he kills the vision right there. By killing the opponent's scout, he has no idea what's out there. He should really engage here. He should really engage. I was trying to see if we wanted to do a pincer maneuver here, but it looks like he declined. Let's check income. We're seeing silver is the best. This English opponent really went with a macro strategy, and it worked out. Oof, I'm losing my units here. I think my ally should probably back off. The issue here is that while I have great income from all of these town centers producing villagers, I just don't have the infrastructure to build all these units. So we're trying to get upgrades. We're trying to get units out. We're just kind of caught in transition here. They're hitting a really good timing. And upgrades, we are woefully behind on. Ally at least has +1 ranged attack. That'll assist those crossbowmen, but we are sitting on nothing. I don't even think we have a blacksmith. We do not. We are getting out crossbowmen, man-at-arms. I like this wall here. That's a good move. Love this outpost here. This outpost needs to finish, because then my ally gets that network of castles upgrade. Oh, we're going to lose our villager here, aren't we? That is so... Oh, okay. The man-at-arms have been upgraded. That's scary. We got to back up a little bit, hoping my ally doesn't lose this villager. Yeah, but he snipes it right away. This is looking scary. These spearmen need to stay alive to deal with the knights. I'm focused on microing my camel archer because it's reducing the damage of all these knights by 3. And with even more knights coming in, we just want to dodge. We don't want to get hit by these longbowmen. As long as the camel archer stays alive, we're looking good. Yep, we're going to back up into the... now we're getting the network of castles upgrade for my ally. That's looking really good. With the crossbowmen starting to fire, yep, that's what we want. We need that piercing damage. There are those fast attacking English troops. Love seeing that. I'm getting knights of my own out. Oof, don't want to lose these crossbowmen. This is okay. We're just kind of dancing back and forth here. French opponent went with the blacksmith. Has the free melee attack upgrades. Looking at income again. My ally Zulu has taken the lead with food. I'm not sure where it's all coming from. Probably, yep, from these deer. And it's probably going to plummet in a second here now that he's done with the deer. And the French player is ahead in wood. English opponent, silver is the best color. Ahead in gold and stone. Amazingly, I just am not winning the income game, even though I have 3 town centers pumping villagers. I think I need another, probably the 20-minute mark is when you're going to see me just start to totally eclipse everybody. And probably when I start getting traders producing. But this downtime here, this little detente in the action, it's giving me enough time to really get my production going. We'll engage a little bit just to annoy him while he's building rams. The longbowman hurt. Yep. Glad to see 2 camel archers in here. Oh, no, it's a camel archer and a camel rider. Love the camel riders. This camel rider will be incredibly effective versus those French knights, and it's a unit I should probably continue to make over the course of the game. Terrible armor on him, but he's a good unit considering the enemy. Look at the crossbowman getting work in. As long as there's something in the front tanking all the damage, then these network of castles enhanced English range units are just going to shred everything. Look at that. The French knights are trying to get into the back line, but it's not working out. Oh, look at this. The camel archer's still alive, reducing the damage of all these French knights. We'll even put a keep up on the side here. I'm not sure if the longbowmen have noticed it. Doesn't look like it. And yeah, we're really coming forward now. This tower is going to, or this outpost is going to be a real hassle. I think I pull units back and build a ram, knowing that these ranged units, we're not going to do anything to this outpost. And the battering rams that destroyed this outpost, these are just kind of sitting here hanging out. I guess our opponents didn't really want to do anything with them. We're patrolling back and forth with our horsemen up here. We don't want our opponents to just get free resources off the map. Yeah, now we're coming forward. We're going to rush this outpost. It's a very strong outpost, though. With the stone fortification, we really need a lot of units to deal with it. Now that I've got some melee units, we can tear it down. Ally going for berries. Starting to have to go out on the map. Would love to see more outposts from my ally. We hit the 20-minute mark. Am I pulling ahead in income? Doesn't look like it. Never mind. Apparently our opponents are just chewing it up. They got so many economic upgrades. Oh, would love to see, yeah, the Wololo. Very nice. Yeah, he has to back off there. I'm hoping he can keep pushing forward. I want to protect these villagers that are building this outpost. And I really like, oh, uh-oh. There is a keep out here, and it is destroying my units. Glad we got these units out here when we did, because it looks like, yeah, looks like our English opponent is putting a foothold down right here. It's an interesting spot. Doesn't really secure much besides this wood and this food. I think I could probably safely gather this gold if I wanted to. English ally? Yeah, going out on the map. Wants that food. Wants to stay ahead in the food income department and is. Wow, look at that. 1, 2, 3 fully surrounded mills. This English player is really bringing home the food. And we're starting to produce traders. They're cheaper for us. We'll do a full-length transport. Let's see how much that brings home. 230 gold. That feels good. Glad to see my ally grabbing up relics. Could this be the 3rd relic? Wow, really winning the relic game here. Love seeing that. Check upgrades. He's gone armor mostly. Oh, no, it's the armor-clad bonus for the man-at-arms. I had forgotten. Let's grab one of his crossbowmen. Okay, a little bit of melee armor and some ranged upgrades. Hopefully we've got our blacksmith churning away. It is. We've gotten that preservation of knowledge upgrade, so all of this technology is cheaper for us. Looks like we're taking the wood down here. Knowing that this wood line is eventually going to get cut through, I'd like to see some stone walls go up on this sacred site and this large gold vein, because that's going to be valuable. Oh, almost getting that villager there. Maybe we delayed the securing of these gold and stone for my English opponent, but I don't know. Hard to say. Oh, I do like this. Wow, looks like we killed several villagers over here with these units. Wow. That's the importance of just sending units out on the map, putting them on patrol routes. You never know when you're going to pick up villagers who were just sent out with no escort, just basically put out on the map in the hopes that they'll build something before they die. Wow, ally really going for gold. That is a lot of gold. Checking income. I'm finally ahead in wood. Oh, and here come all of the French knights. I believe I ping this and I say French is just all knights. It's pretty much just all knights. I think when I see that, I decide to just pump spearmen and camel riders. Liking this engagement. We're shredding the man-at-arms with all these crossbowmen in the back. And it's buying us time to wall all of this up. I think these villagers are getting a little too daring putting this outpost up, but who knows? And we have enough to go to the Imperial Age. Ally just tickled the sacred site. Oh, we have 2 Imperial Age ups. Both of our opponents making it to the Imperial Age. Wow, look at all these knights. But this keep finishes. Yes, retreat the villagers. Perfect timing for my ally. Now these units are getting the upgrade, and he immediately starts the network of citadels upgrade. What a great great English player my ally is. I mean, really getting those key upgrades, the armor clad, the network of citadels, and yeah, there's the Imperial Age. Hopefully we'll see. Oh wow, might already be researching it for all I know. Would love to see the enclosures upgrade come out for my English ally. Now this is fortunate, finishing up this wall here. If we can finish that, it'll secure the sacred site and this gold vein. This large gold vein is going to be really helpful later on when we mine out this and these. Oh my god, we actually surrounded this gold vein with buildings. Whoops. Losing a ram. Okay. Not the worst. We're worried he's gonna bring his units forward and disrupt the construction of this wall. But he doesn't seem to want to come forward. Although, man, there's a lot of units rallying over to this side of the map. I'm nervous. I'm sending my villagers over. I'm pretty much just staring at this gap. I don't want them to break through. I'm sure they can... yeah, there's a cut through right there. They could make it deep into our bases. But it looks like we might make it through. And finally, we're the last ones to age up, but we get there. We're noticing stone walls here. I remember we killed some villagers who were trying to build them originally. That was good work. Let's keep putting pressure over here, because if it's just walls, we can do a lot of damage. These keeps really prevent us from coming forward over here. There's a lot of outposts here as well. This is looking difficult to break. We're going to need a lot of siege. Over here, we could probably just use a battering ram and some units. Do some serious damage. English ally probably at 200 pop and looking to push in. Let's check out current resources. Who's spending, who's floating. I got a lot of stone. I could probably put down a keep. Silver is the best color. A lot of food, a lot of wood, needs to spend it. French opponent needs to spend his resources. Zulu doing a great job. Great job spending. Look at all the unit production. Wow, really impressive. The Windguard Palace is out as well. Here come the French Royal Knights. They're elite. They've got great upgrades, but they're up against camel riders, who reduce the damage and are dealing 29 damage a hit to these elite Royal Knights. Wow, yeah, they're just chewing them up along with the spearmen. Wow. He tries to send them onto my ranged units, but there's just so many camel riders here. And we get the elite upgrade for them. Wow. Yeah, my English ally has pretty much lost all of his units, but he's spending and he's just streaming units here, and he's confident because he sees my units still alive and battling it out. Now that the French Royal Knights have been thinned out, we can just dominate this area. It's just a lot of elite longbowmen and crossbowmen in the back lines here. Those hurt. Not gonna lie about that, but they have no frontliners because these French knights are just getting demolished. Wow, what a battle here. Just non-stop duking it out, and love to see this keep going out. And look at how he's positioned his villagers on this bottom corner here. The French player notices that, and look at the little ring around the rosy that's going on here. Would have loved to see a relic on that that monk. Oh, losing so many villagers, but yeah, now he's just kind of... oh, he doesn't have textiles. He needs textiles. It's such a simple upgrade. Wow, look at all these units. And here come more French Royal Knights to deny my own keep from going up. We're going to need to retreat. Yep, retreat these villagers. Fortunately, we have textiles, so we're feeling a little safer. But this is such a battle. Wow. I think I'm going to lose all of my villagers here. But this French opponent is going to lose all of his knights. And I'll just probably rally new villagers over to this keep. The good news is we've broken through on the side here. We'll probably send those units in shortly. We are seeing a surge of horsemen from the English opponent. Kind of a surprising unit switch. Honestly, all I really need is my elite camel rider to run out here, and we can clean all this up. Watch him engage with these horsemen. Wow. Doing great damage to these units. Yeah, they just cannot destroy my mangonel. Bring it on. These camel riders are into it. This choke point, it's advantageous for our opponents if they had a keep back here or a mangonel. But as it is, they just don't look like they're holding. And finally, we send our units through the gap we created using this ram. We're looking for villager kills, and it looks like we're going to get them. Hopefully, the attack ping notifications are too much for our opponents, and they won't notice all these villagers getting killed. So far, so good. Let's see how long we just destroy these villagers. Wow, yeah, I think they're just getting too many attack ping notifications. The front of their base is getting demolished, so of course they're not really focusing on these side paths. There's so many French villagers going down. I'm sure you can reproduce them very quickly, considering he is in the Imperial Age. Gets that faster villager production, but we're going to see French's gold income just plummet. English ally got the enclosures upgrade. Beautiful. Love it. Okay, we killed every single villager there. That feels good. Keep going up on the back lines. We're trying to break through here, but considering the keep here and the red palace to the left, you can occasionally see crossbow bolts. They're almost invisible, just shooting down my units. This red palace shreds units. It doesn't matter what unit it is. We really need trebuchets to knock down the red palace. I'd love to see my ally do that. Of course, the English opponent also has a Windguard Palace. That's producing a lot of trebuchets and units. But yeah, we're just not seeing their units reach our side of the map because we're clogging up this choke point here. Oh yeah, finding more villagers out here. Finally, the French opponent responds, sends his knights in, but it feels like it's too late. And we even queued up a lot of attacks with our battering ram, so that way he'd have to really rebuild these walls. We're grabbing the last sacred site. That'll put our opponents on a timer. But really the big wins are these trebuchets that my English ally is getting from his Windguard Palace, knocking down keeps, and us looking to do the same. Here comes some Springalds, but they're getting targeted by this outpost. So they're taking damage, and if only I could focus them with my culverins. Okay, looks like I noticed. Yeah, these culverins are so good versus these Springalds. We're just destroying them left and right. Really need to get a bombard out here, and it looks like one's rolling up right now. Awesome. Checking our base. Plenty of production. That's a lot of stables. That's a lot of archery ranges. That's a lot of barracks. Got nearly all upgrades. We'd love to see that improve. Processing. Blacksmith. We've got 2-2 of everything. We can move on to 3-3. But it looks like we're getting university upgrades. We're getting army tactics and incendiary arrows. That's going to make our infantry a lot more formidable. Good use of springalds by the English opponent. We're looking for that big mass of French knights. Looks like they're piling up over here. I swear he's got more. We may see a big push out from our opponents shortly. But the thing is, they're losing a lot of their military production. The units that the English player is trying to rally and gather up with these French Royal Knights are just dying on their way over to random man-at-arms, archers, crossbowmen, just taking pot shots whenever we see them. But it's pretty cool from our French opponent. Put down a red palace, a keep, and all of these stables are producing Royal Knights, dirt cheap. I built a few scouts. I feel like vision is key here. Now this choke point is actually, oof, the mangonels on the back are painful. I suspect if they target well with these mangonels onto the back lines, we are going to get smushed here. Yep, here come more Royal Knights. They're pushing forward. They're targeting down the siege units, although there is a keep back here. The real thing that my French opponent isn't realizing is that all of these units have that network of citadels upgrade. They're all attacking 50% faster. These crossbowmen are just machine guns out here, just firing non-stop. So even if he sacrifices all these knights for these trebuchets, these knights are not going to make it home. Look at them try to retreat here and see how many make it out. No, he's engaging by accident. No, none of them are going to make it. Look at that. Wow. Yeah, none of them are making it home. Up here, we've cleared out all these English structures. There used to be archery ranges here. And now we're targeting villagers on his gold vein here. That's feeling pretty good. We've gotten our spice roads upgrade for our traders, so now instead of bringing home 250, or was it 280? I think it was like 250. They're now bringing back 299 gold and 74 food. That late game trade wing is just so powerful. Looking like we'll have to bust through these walls again. They rebuilt them all, though who knows how many resources are even left on that side of the map. And we're just running over everything now. The camel riders are here. Here come another swarm of elite Royal Knights. But we have our camel riders. We have our spearmen. We've been standing under this keep for ages. Oh, and the English opponent still hasn't gotten the network of citadels upgrade. This is low-key such a good upgrade. People don't realize it. You need to get this. This is why I even go the White Tower sometimes playing as the English, just so I can get this upgrade ASAP. Got some hand cannoneers in the mix. They do well against these Royal Knights. Honestly, they do well against everything. We're going to lose this engagement because of the keep, because my ally does not have the network of castles or network of citadels aura affecting his units just right now. But maybe soon enough, maybe if we can get like a outpost over here, or maybe just here near this wood line. Yeah, I'd love to see one just like right here. These man-at-arms from my ally, look at how beefy these guys are. They've got the armor-clad upgrade, plus it looks like he's gotten his university upgrades. So he is, these are some healthy units. Yeah, he got the elite army tactics. There goes the French player trying to find some vulnerable spot on the map, and he finds my bombards, which is the right idea. That's what you want to do. And the English player thinks he can help out, but this is pretty much their entire army right here. I don't think they have anything else. Additionally, these emplacements are getting, or these outposts are getting emplacements. Those will do well to defend this position. Yeah, it looks like we're going to lose our villagers here. Oh, but he missed. Oh, never mind. Oh my gosh, this keep was so close to finishing. Of course, if they are going to try to move out on the map, we will simply push the front of their base even harder. And yeah, I'm just reinforcing with hand cannoneers, elite archers, and camel riders. They just can't take the pressure anymore. Sacred Timer was probably ticking up there, and they have to surrender. It was a surprisingly long game, but hey, it's Hill and Dale. That's how they go. Really happy my English ally played so well, and I liked seeing the late game. It was fun. Catch you next time.